What do you do when it feels like so much is going on that you cannot get a grip on anything, and so much is happening, or it feels like it's happening, and you can't make sense of it, and it makes you feel stressed, overwhelmed, swamped, full up with stuff, all those things? How do you deal with it? It can happen at any time. For example, at the moment, it's the end of the holiday season. So suddenly people are back in work, firing off millions of emails, trying to get on top of all those projects and loose ends that have been hanging around, waiting for people's attention. Also, all the schools are back, so the traffic is worse. And if you have children, there are new routines, new uniforms, books and bags, pencil cases and PE kit, new processes and procedures, and of course, multiple communication channels to keep abreast of. Maybe you are having to go back into a physical office or travel more. Maybe there is just more to be done differently, or there are new people to deal with, transitions to manage, or new procedures at work. But it's the same around Christmas and New Year, or the end of the financial year, or just the end of term, or the end of the month. Whatever is the set of circumstances that makes you feel overwhelmed and fragile, what do you do to handle it? So, if you know me at all, you know what I'm going to say here. First, get it out of your head and onto a page or a whiteboard, a screen or whatever. But step one is always get it out. Download it, offload it, write it down or draw it. Whatever your preferred medium is, use that so that you can get everything out of your head and see it all in front of you. Now, as you're doing this, ask yourself, every time that you think that you've finished writing out what's on your mind, say, and what else? Think, write, and ask again, and what else? When you are pretty sure that you have everything written down, and it doesn't have to be neat and tidy or spelled correctly or anything, none of that matters, because remember, this is about managing your overwhelm and stress. When it's all out of your head and on the page, you have completed step one, which is brilliant. Well done. Next, on another piece of paper, or whiteboard, or screen, or document, whichever you prefer, divide the page into two with a big line down the middle. On one side, put the heading Stuff in My Control, and on the other side, write Stuff Out of My Control. Now, all the things that you wrote down, step one, that were buzzing around in your head need to be put in the appropriate column. And now you have two lists. One is the stuff that is out of your control, that you could do nothing about. You have no influence over it. So do not waste energy fretting about it. And you also have a list of the stuff that is in your control. These are things that you can influence. These things need your energy, your attention, your time. You have to decide what needs to be done for them. You have influence, so what you do makes a difference here. This is the third step. Look at all the things that you have control over. Decide what is the most important and what is least important and what falls in between. Make a to-do list for what needs to be done by you, starting with the most important items. So now you have a plan of action for what needs to be done in front of you. And importantly, you have cleared your mind of all this stuff, which means that you'll be able to think more clearly and do the things that need to be done without worrying about the things over which you have absolutely no control. And this will reduce the overwhelm and stress that you experience. Try this out and let me know in the comments below how you get on. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. If you found this video useful, then why not take a look at this one? I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.